Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be covering why exercise alone is not enough for you to lose body fat in the follow on from the last YouTube post that I did. So the last YouTube post that I did, I explained to you that the real reason that most people don't lose body fat is because they underestimate how many calories they're actually consuming compared to how many there actually are, because you don't understand what you're taking in. So now if we can take that away, we understand that we need to record our calories, we need to track our calories, and we need to understand how many calories we're consuming by recording them in some way. Now I'm going to help you understand why that paired with exercise is a good successor and creating movement in your body, e.g. through steps and NEAT throughout the day, and why we can't lose the body fat alone or the expected amount just by going to the gym. So what we want to understand now is, how does our body use calories in the simplest of terms to help you understand why we need to match the calorie deficit, so understanding that we're eating less calories than our body needs in the day in order to lose weight. And then how can we match that with activity? Because there's a common misconception that if you go to the gym, you've burnt 500 calories on your watch. It means you can eat a Snickers bar and you're still in a deficit. And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. First of all, is your watch will have absolutely no idea really how many calories you're burning. Everybody's bodies are built differently. It's an estimation and a guesstimation. So please just take it with a pinch of salt. There's no real way of understanding how we burn calories to the absolute T. So as I said, a large percentage of your calories will be used by you just naturally living. Second up is the other thing that we really underestimate, and that is called NEAT. So it's non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And in short, that's you doing your steps. That's you just getting movement in on a daily basis and just doing movement. So can you see I'm moving my arms? I'm not exercising, but I'm moving, I'm living, I'm being, I'm typing, I'm walking, going up and down the stairs. I'm putting the dishes away at the end of the day. That is what we really want to focus on, because that's a massive part and a massive equation of how we burn calories throughout the day, because we're constantly moving, we're constantly using energy. Now, one thing that then is the common misconception is the 45 minutes that you spend in the gym, that's the most substantial time. And then if you go to the gym, you don't move for the rest of the day, you may have burned a few calories in the gym, maybe 150, 200 in reality, but actually you've not made any movement all day. So we've not increased the amount of calories that our body is burning. So what can we take away from this simple bit of information is, first of all, understanding that exercise alone is not enough calories to create enough of a calorie deficit for you. So that calorie deficit is where we're eating less food than our body's using a day, and that is essential and the only way to lose body fat. Now, what I'll make you understand is that exercise session, on average, most people will use less than 10% of their daily calorie burn in the gym. So that means that only equates to less than 10%. The average is between 7 to 10% of your daily calorie burn. So you can go to the gym for an hour, you can work really hard, but it's not going to make a significant impact if you're not monitoring your food. So the next thing that we want to then understand is that, okay, the gym is going to be really great for me to get fit, get healthy, get strong, but it's not going to be the way that I lose the body fat. It's going to have a little bit of an improvement, but it's not going to be the sole thing. So what do I want to focus on? I want to focus on my NEAT, because that actually equates to nearly 20% of your daily activity, your daily calorie burn. So how can we then focus on getting those steps as high as possible, getting into the gym frequently and oftenly to build muscle, to get strong, to keep our fitness levels up, and then make sure that our calorie deficit is absolutely on point. When we collaborate all of those things, we're creating as much movement as we can in a day, we're burning as many calories as we possibly can, and we're monitoring the calorie intake. So your calorie burn is here, but your nutrition intake is here. So can you see we've created this deficit? One thing that then can be the common misunderstanding is that if you don't get your steps in, you don't create much movement in the day, your calorie burn will decrease. So it will get lower and lower and lower. And then unfortunately, your calorie deficit will have to go lower. And for most women, that's really, really challenging to sustain, is that 1200 calories may work for you if your movement is so significantly low, but if your movement is higher and you're burning more calories through non-exercise activity thermogenesis, so the NEAT, and that's the daily movement, the steps, the moving around and moving your arms, just creating movement in the day, the more we create there, the more calories we can get away with eating and still be in that calorie deficit. So if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this video, is that we need to understand that our calorie deficit is only going to be effective if we're moving enough, and it's going to be really challenging to fall into a calorie deficit if you're not creating enough movement, because your calories can have to be super freaking low, and nobody wants that, absolutely nobody. So where do you start? Obviously, understanding the calorie target is anywhere between 10 to 12 calories per pound of body weight for a female. And then what we want to do is make sure that we're just increasing our activity. So if you look at your watch today and you're doing 6,000 steps, I want you to get out and aim to get 9,000 steps in a day. Start making significant improvements, and that will make a substantial change.